You did not come into these physical bodies intending to take a few good ideas and then whittle them down to even fewer good ideas. You didn't say, let's take all that everyone is living and just get a philosophy that we can all agree on. You said, let's take all of the ideas that exist and let's expand them to even more. And let's let whatever is there be there while we control what comes into our physical experience. It's like you're chefs in a well-stocked kitchen with every ingredient imaginable. And so you've decided that you want to make a delicious pie. And so you pull your ingredients for your pie and you mix them together, and you do. You make a lovely pie that pleases you. It's just what you wanted. But then you notice, but wait, there is Tabasco sauce in this kitchen. And I do not want Tabasco sauce in my pie. And so then you say, the Tabasco sauce should be removed from the kitchen. And we say, just don't put it in your pie. And you say, but it's in the kitchen. It could get in my pie. And we say, it can't get in your pie unless you put it in your pie. And you say, it might get in my pie. I would feel so much better if we're not in the kitchen at all. And we say, but someone else might want it in their pie. And you say, yes, but if they put it in their pie, they might splash some in my pie. I really want it taken out of the kitchen altogether. And we say, just don't put it in your pie. And they say, but I'm afraid that it will get in my pie. And we say, it can't get in your pie unless you put it in your pie. And you say, but what if it gets in my pie? I don't want it in my pie. And then you say, look, some of it got in my pie. Someone put Tabasco sauce in my pie. And we say, no one can put anything in your pie. You're putting everything in your pie. And you say, I didn't put it in my pie. I didn't want it in my pie. How did it get in my pie? And we say, your attention to anything puts it in your pie. And when you say, I want everything that I don't want in my pie removed from the kitchen, you are attempting the impossible. You are attempting the limiting of the universe. And you can't agree on what kind of pie you want to make. Have you noticed? And you shouldn't have to agree on what kind of pie. You should be able to make the unique pie that is pleasing to you. But you must keep your nose out of everybody else's pie. And it is only putting your noses in their pie that gets what they are doing in your pie. Does anyone have any pie? We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. You're going to notice a wonderful unfolding here. We're going to show you how to move up the emotional scale. We see our value to you in helping you find a way from right where you are to release resistance. There is no subject that is off limits. You will notice a nice unfolding. Sometimes someone will ask you a question and they will do a better job of it than you could. Sometimes you will hear your answer if someone else asks your question even better than if you were in the hot seat asking. But it is our promise to you that anything you have come to understand or improve will happen in these hours that we are together, because there is nothing that you are wanting that we are not fully aware of. And we're also aware of the best probability of putting you in the place of least resistance so that you will allow the answer to your question to flow. So don't allow yourself to feel frustration if you are not immediately or ever called upon. Sit with the intention that what you have come to understand, you will understand. And it is our promise to you that together we will find a way to make that happen. We'll move up the emotional scale on a variety of topics. And you will leave this gathering finally once and for all knowing that you are the creator of your own reality, that you are the offer of your own vibration. And most important, you will have clear, conscious awareness of how to control your own vibrational offering in order to be the receiver of all things that you want. There is one thing that we would like to say as we are beginning here, and that is we really want you to make peace with where you are. Because as you are standing in a place where you are unhappy with your incompletion, you hold yourself in a place where you do not allow what's ready to come in to come in. But we want to remind you that you never get it done. There will never be a time when you will say, there is nothing more that I'm wanting. because the contrast causes the new desire to be born. And as the new desire is born, at first, it is odd. You're not a vibrational match to it. It was a sort of fleeting desire that was born out of this contrasting experience. So as the desire is born, now your work is to become a vibrational match to your own desire. And that's that moving up the emotional scale that we're talking about. You look at it, you imagine it, you pretend it, you remember things like it. And in time, you become a vibrational match to your own desire. And when you do, everything's in alignment. And when everything's in alignment, then the manifestation occurs. And now you have a new set of contrasting experiences, which will give birth to another rocket of desire, which you are not a vibrational match to. And so now your work is to come into vibrational alignment with that new desire. And as you do, it will become a manifestation. And now you have a new set of contrasting experiences, which give birth to another rocket of desire. And as you today, or any day you choose, but the sooner the better is our recommendation, as you remember, as you realize that there will always be another unfulfilled desire, there will always be something that you are working toward coming into vibrational alignment with. When you relax in that, now you have it. Now you can stand in a relaxed attitude, in a place of constant joy, allowing the contrast as it comes to you to produce the new clear idea, knowing that you can come easily into alignment. And when you really get it, that there is nothing that you cannot be or do or have, now you'll be like the sculptor who stands in a place with the materials, and you will not be unhappy when you've got your hands on this first big glob of clay. You never see them throw it down and then complain, oh, it didn't turn out right. Every time they know that they have to do some work so that the clay on the table begins to match the image in their mind. And some of them have a pretty clear idea of what they're going for in the beginning. And some of them, the idea continues to evolve as they work with the clay. And there is always another clump of clay that they can work with. But they discovered long ago, as genius creators, the joy of making the clay match the image. And that really is what your work is. You've got all this contrast that is giving birth to these ideas that are formulating, and now it is your work to make the vibrational content of you match the images that are being held for you in vibrational escrow. All right.